أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I begin, as I always begin, in the name of Allah, whose grace I seek in this and all other matters. Well, we had the new moon. This time it was a solar eclipse as well, meaning the moon came in front of the sun, and if you were in certain parts like India and certain parts of Africa, you could see it, but we couldn't see it unless you're in the far eastern part of Indonesia. I updated my altar. I chose the color blue for the cloth because it's a water sign and there's lots of water happening out there. There's other trines and other planets. I also put my shells in the middle. I choose what item I will put up first, and I put that item in the middle, usually give or take the picture of my sheikh. That's just to bring in that energy. That's what's available. The placement of the items then proceeded from there, with now my things in twos are over in the corner on that side, and Kuan Yin got a lemon bath. I googled the best way to clean brass, and I was told just use the lemon. So I cleaned her up. She's so beautiful. I saw her in a shop when I was coming out of the Batu Caves in Malaysia, and I just couldn't leave her there. Look at it, look at it. Look how small she is, and yet how exquisite are the details. Each one of the hands are holding a different item, and therefore the energy of those items and their symbolism is included, and also is enhanced by just the beauty of it. I just love this. She's right next to this wording of Allah, which I've shown you before, that also has La ilaha illallah in the inside. To look closer, and I have to remind myself, does it also say Muhammad Rasulullah? No, it looks like it just, nope, it's Ashadu an La ilaha illallah. When I'm reading calligraphy, I really need to have better glasses than the one I have on. So just a reminder, 3 colors for the money, prosperity. Chaim, Hebrew word for life. That's my grandson's name. The orb. I took all my items outside and put them in the ground for a couple hours so they could get recharged and everything. Somebody was asking me about the meaning of the stones. I haven't really done a lot of work with regard to the stones. I'm still learning. Maybe one day I will even remember when I selected certain items, I selected them for a certain reason, and I remembered at the time, but I just haven't kept up with the stones. I'm really working out the divine feminine and divine masculine. And because this particular new moon, beginning of new Islamic month, was also an eclipse where the moon passed in front of the sun, and while the moon is in front of the sun still downloads its energy, but it downloads it with a kind of a reconfiguration because of that orb that's standing there, and then that orb, which is the moon, gets infused with the light of the sun, which is kind of funny because it's when it's a new moon, and for us, therefore, she seems to be invisible. I forgot to give you my altar update and to talk a little bit about the solar eclipse. There's been a lot of energy. I don't know if you feel it, but by the end of this week, 5 planets will be in retrograde. And so it does kind of mean like we're going to be holding on for a little bit. So, if you don't have your patient cap on, you might want to get it out of the closet and put it on, because we're definitely going to feel like a lot is happening internally, but the external is on hold. So peace to you. Enjoy. Love. Light. Salam.